Hello friends, I'm back again with yet another recipe called Chapli Kebab. It's a simple recipe and it tastes yummy. End to end you won't take more than 15 minutes. The wait time is mainly for the marination for 2 hours. If you don't want to do that, then fine, you can just go ahead and cook it. It needs very few ingredients: minced lamb, tomatoes, onions and few masalas. And let's see how the recipe is and how do you make Chapli Kebab. Thank you. So for this we're going to take whole spices. We're going to dry roast these whole spices together and then add dhania in the end in the grinding cycle because we want the whole dhanias to be felt while chewing the chapli kebab. So that's mace, that's cloves, that's some peppers, jeera, whole black cardamom, whole red chilies and some star anise. Now star anise is optional. I usually use star anise because it gives you a nice taste, and mace is also optional because mace I use it because it gives a very nice flavor and fragrance to the dish. Okay, so let's dry roast them together. You can see now they are quite nice dry roasted. That's when you mix them together and grind them. Now dry roast the cardamoms or the dhania till it's golden brown. You can see now they are golden brown, so that's where you stop. Now you can see there are two types of spices here. That's the whole spice which I showed you, and that's the separate dhania powder. You see it is very coarse because we want to taste it in my chapli kebab. Now I'll mix them together with 250 grams of minced lamb. You can see I've removed the seeds. I'm just used the shells of the tomatoes, which will not add any moisture to it. If you add the seeds, it will become very soggy and you might not get the right texture of your mince. Take half of onion finely chopped and 1 tomato, removing the seeds as I showed you before. They are all finely chopped. We'll mix them in the mince along with this spice powder which we have created. And let's mix them really well and let it marinate for at least 2 hours. That's how you mince everything together. That's how it should look after you're done mixing all the ingredients together. Now remember, I have not added any corn flour or an egg or any of the binding elements like besan, which usually people ask you. If you think that it's been a bit liquid after marination, you can add a teaspoon of besan, but I won't recommend because it spoils the taste. Now let it sit for 2 hours and let's see how it comes out. Now that's how the mince should look after keeping it marinated for a couple of hours. So to make the kebabs, nicely oil your palms so that the kebabs don't stick to your palms. And I usually use mustard oil to fry them, or shallow fry them. If you want, you can use a normal refined oil or groundnut oil. I like the mustard oil taste, it gives a nice flavor to it. So let's see how it's made. And that's how this is getting fried. Make them big pieces which will fit your palm at least. Fry them for 2 minutes on each side and then flip them over. And then see if it's, you might see that being soft and crispy. That's when you stop. You don't want to overcook this because you still want it to be a bit juicy. So that's how your chapli kebab should look at the end. A nice, crispy and crunchy. Hope you like this recipe, and if you like it, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.